Now the fact that this video has even gotten recommended to you indicates that you are most likely alone at this current time. You're most likely feeling lonely, maybe even depressed. But really you shouldn't. This right now is the loneliest I've ever been my entire life. Though, I'm the happiest I've ever been my entire life. Now let me set things clear. I'm not lonely because I'm an introvert. I'm not lonely because I'm socially awkward and I don't know how to make any friends. It's quite the opposite. I'm an extrovert and I full well know how to make friends. I used to have many friends. Till I realized these people weren't really friends. I just knew them. I was friends with most of them because of, I don't know, school. I knew them because we went to the same class, we laughed together, we spent time together. Or other friends like people you go drinking with, people you go partying with. Till I realized I'm not really friends with them. We're all friends with the same drug. We're all friends with alcohol. So really I thought about what would happen if I take away the drugs, if I take away the alcohol. Would we still be friends? Would we still be hanging out? Would we still be chilling? And my answer to that was no, we wouldn't. So having come to that realization, I cut off most of the people in my life. Almost everyone actually. And that of course leads to me being quite alone right now. So you might wonder, how am I so happy? I'm alone, I'm here sitting in the woods. I'm recording this video for you guys. How is this guy happy? Why are you happy? You have nobody. And my answer to that is, it's really simple. I have myself. I learned to love myself. I learned to improve myself day after day. I learned to become the best version of myself. Every day that goes by, I surpass the me that I've been yesterday. I surpass the me that I've been a year or maybe 2 years ago. I'm not the same person anymore. I've developed. And that really brings so much joy to my life because I now have a purpose. I now have things to do. Not just going out partying, drinking, smoking, being a degenerate with people I call friends who really aren't really my friends. We're just all friends with the same drug. And no, of course I don't want to be alone. And quite frankly, I could change that within a heartbeat. I could just text some of my old people or go out clubbing this Friday and just make new friends. That wouldn't be a problem. But in these environments, I will not find somebody who I'd be interested in being friends with. I won't find somebody who has the same interests as me, who has the same goals as me, who has a similar mindset to me. And really, I don't want to be friends with somebody like that. I don't want to be friends with degenerates. Because I know the famous quote, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that's true. I've been the sum of the 5 people I've spent the most time with. The 5 people I've spent the most time with were all degenerates. They were all drinking every weekend, smoking, having no self-respect, having no discipline, having no motivation, having no goals, having achieved nothing in their life. And I was the same. I was the exact same. So me cutting them off means I am no longer the sum of the 5 people I spent the most time with. Because there's only one person I spent the most time with, and that's myself. And quite frankly, my best friend, because he's not a fuck up. He's not a total loser. He's not a total degenerate. He's not a fuck up. He doesn't drink. He goes to the gym with me. He's a good friend. I have one person. But there's no friends. I also don't have a girlfriend right now. And I'm not really looking for a girlfriend right now. Now you might wonder, why are you not looking for a girlfriend? Having a girlfriend is a wonderful thing. And I couldn't agree with you more. But there's this universal law. It says, you attract only what you are yourself. And I don't want a girlfriend that would just bring me down. That would just bring me back into clubbing and being a degenerate again. So I truly I want to improve myself first and then get into dating again. Because I couldn't attract something at this very moment. I couldn't attract something that would actually help me, that would actually push me, that I would actually benefit from right at this very moment. And more likely than not, the exact same applies to you. Now, a question you might ask yourself is, why didn't you just convince your old friends to come on to self-improvement with you? Just keep your friends and take them with you. Just convert them into good people like you've become. And my answer to that is, it's not that simple really. This self-improvement shit, that's not something for everyone. Of course it isn't. That's why there's the term of average. Most people, yeah, I'll repeat that, most people are what's considered average. So they, of course, aren't on self-improvement. Like, trying to convince these people wouldn't make sense, because that just wouldn't be right. That just wouldn't be fitting for them. That just wouldn't be suiting for them. So I could have, of course, tried to help them, tried to save them, tried to bring them on self-improvement with me. But really what that would have done would be tying me down with them for even longer, and most likely failing to convince them to come onto self-improvement. And maybe I myself would have stopped, and that was just too much of a risk for me. And that should also be too much of a risk for you. Always prioritize yourself. So yeah, really where I'm going with this is, if you're lonely and not doing anything, if you're lonely and still being a degenerate, just get onto self-improvement. Try it. But we don't actually spend time. You just watch my videos. So I can tell you to get into self-improvement. Because if you don't, then you can just click off and never see me again. The only way you can actually be happy whilst being alone is by improving yourself day after day. By starting to love yourself. Use the time you are alone wisely. Get onto self-improvement. Become the very best version of yourself. Start to love yourself. Enjoy being alone. Enjoy the time being alone. Because you won't be alone forever. This is just a section of your life. You'll be alone for a bit, and then, slowly, after being some months in, maybe a year, I don't know how long it takes. It takes everyone a different amount of time. It really comes down to how much time you're willing to invest into self-improvement. And then, after some time of you improving yourself, you will meet new people. You will make new friendships. And these friendships will be healthy and good friendships. These won't be friendships that drag you into degeneracy. Because you'll make friends with people who have similar interests as you. And you being on the self-improvement, you picked out the very best interest for yourself. And this will also transfer into your love life. You will then be able to attract a partner that you could have never been able to attract before you cut off all your friends, before you've been alone, before you've got onto self-improvement. You'll be able to attract a woman who truly supports you, who truly brings out the very best in you. You'll be in a relationship in which both you and your partner will benefit from. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, write a comment, maybe even subscribe. And always remember, God always provides.